Dive 861 at Pink Beach in Komodo, Indonesia. This was part of a weeks-long liveaboard on the Komodo Aggressor in February 2026. Pink Beach is a fairly famous tourist site, but here we're diving just off the beach in the coral slope leading to it. Starting off here, we've got a small radial filefish disappearing there, a couple of lined butterflyfish, as well as a goldengirdled coralfish. And there you can see some of the slope, a couple large trevallies in the blue up above us there. And again, quite a large school of various fish swimming past on the reef surface. Getting fairly close to this map puffer here. It didn't seem too worried by me. It's obviously having a quick look at me, but sort of stayed still and kept eating, eventually spitting back out a bit of coral it got there. And here it is from the front as well, with that maze-like pattern over it. Looking back at the school of fish on the slope as we continued round, passing a mimic surgeonfish there, as well as a dot and dash goatfish. Here we have a live sharksucker. These swim around and attach themselves to the bottom of sharks. Here we have a blue spotted stingray. This one was out in the open, wasn't hidden, but just having a rest on the seabed. Allowed me to get fairly close to it. And here we have a white spotted pufferfish. A couple of different species of Chromis here. These sort of orangey fish that were around the reef. And here we have another blue spotted stingray. This one's a bit more hidden. Went up to try and get a fairly close shot of it, but obviously got a bit too close and it swam off there. Good, go find another spot to stay. On the reef now we find a couple of these reticulated Chromodoris nudibranchs. There was one here and a second one nearby it, both which I managed to get in macro. And then the first one was starting to curl up a bit, so I got another shot of that. And next we have probably the highlight of the dive. We managed to find a small white frogfish within a coral here. I believe this is a spotfin frogfish, but they are quite difficult to identify between the different types, as they can have various colours and markings. As you can see here, it blends in with the kind of environment it lives on, so this one's quite well adapted to the coral it is on. A couple different shots in macro there of that. Starting to shallow up a bit, we passed these two 6-bar angelfish here, and then spent a bit of time looking up at the very large school of fish, which was schooling above us. The water was a bit milky here, we were fairly close to the runoff from the beach, but you can still see the effect of all those fish schooling in their synchronized motions. And then one final shot of the school as we headed back the way we came towards the entry point where our tender was waiting for us. Finishing up, we've got this one shot of a Forktail Fangblenny. Very unique tail on that there. And I was trying to get a shot of this, but it proved elusive. Not quite sure what it was.